Hi guys, Frazer Brookes here, coming to you live from Cologne in Germany. Yes, I am back in Cologne after being in Paris. I made the five and a bit hour drive back to this afternoon so I could come and do this live back in Cologne. So I'm going to kind of dive right into it. If you're jumping on, let me know that you can hear me loud and clear by giving us a load of those love hearts. Appreciate all the guys who supported the Facebook post that I did literally yesterday about the pyramid schemes. If you've not seen it, then after this, go over and go and check out my latest post. I'm literally pointing at the Louvre Museum. You know what? I think I said on a Sunday night's live that I was just not impressed by the Mona Lisa. And you know what? I went in again. And it literally is the most unimpressive. Okay, this is bad. For anyone who likes art and stuff, this is maybe a bit offensive, but it's just so unimpressive. There was on one side of the room is the Mona Lisa, this tiny little postage stamp of a photo. And on the right hand side, there's this absolutely ginormous painting. It must have taken years to paint that. And it's actually hilarious, because there's this tiny photo, this tiny painting, right? And there's hundreds of people. There's like 30 people deep, right? It's like being in the best bar in Liverpool, all right? And on the right-hand side, there's like no one there looking at this incredible photo. I don't even know the name of the photo, but the picture, but it was so good. Anyway, let's get into it. But, you know, I don't really want to carry on talking about my holiday photos, so to speak. So, recap. We're on now part 3 of how to turn likes into leads. Part 1. And if you're watching this on replay, go back and watch part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is it's all about building an effective friends list. Very, very important. In social media, on Facebook especially, it's all about getting the right message in front of the right audience at the right time. So the right message, you can control that. The right audience, a lot of you have probably got friends, family, contacts, people who aren't interested in a network marketing business as your audience. You have to build that up. It takes time, but once you get the time, you'll be able to literally press a button, press a status, do a status, and guess what? Bang! 200, 300, 400, 500 likes like that. All right? It happens. It just takes time to get to that stage. Part 2 was how to build a trust and rapport with the people on your friends list. And then tonight, we're going to talk about part number 3 is how to invite those people to check out your presentation. So before we go into that, before we start, I would love it if you're watching this live right now, drop your favorite emoji in the comments. All right, Bob and Mary are back tonight, Martin. I'm going to be using them again. So if you're watching this live now, drop your favorite emoji. I love the fire emoji and the rocket emoji, but drop that in below so I know that you're watching live. And if you're watching the replay, I want you to do this. If you're watching the replay, I want you to tell me what time it is right now, whilst you're watching on the replay, what time it is, so I can kind of get a flavour for the different time zones, the average kind of time that people are watching this on replay. It's really good for me. I'm all about testing and measuring. So yeah, that's all about me. So, and also guys, no matter if you're watching this live or the replay, as long as you're watching this before Thursday night, okay, I want you to drop in this word. I'm going to tell you the word in a second, but I'm going to give away 2 free tickets to the UK Road Tour. All right. The UK Road Tour happening at the end of October. Super excited about it. It's like almost sold out now. It's brilliant. Really excited about it. So all you have to do is comment below the word winner. So WINNER. Type comment winner below. And by Thursday night, I was going to give 2 tickets away. Okay, I'll reply to 2 people randomly. I'll probably get Svetlana to just call them out randomly, and so it's not biased or anything. And I'm gonna comment and reply to them, and that person's gonna get 2 free tickets. So I'm gonna give 2 free tickets to person 1 and 2 free tickets to person 2. If you've already bought your tickets, then it doesn't matter. You can give those away to your team, give those away to your neighbour, give those away to your son, your daughter, your husband, whatever it might be. So all you have to do is comment winner. Brilliant. Awesome. So let's get into it. Now, towards the end of this Facebook Live, I'm going to share with you exactly why the list that you're told to write, okay, that who do you know list, that list of contacts, that name and numbers that get to 200 people, I'm going to tell you exactly why that is actually not the most important list to write. So grab a piece of paper, grab a pen. Remember, a short pencil is better than a long memory. I pretty much say it every single time, because you're gonna want to take notes on today's live. So one script doesn't fit all. I get asked this all the time, Frazer. What's the one thing? What's the script? Can you tell me the script of what I need to say to someone to get them on the presentation, to get them interested in what it is that I've got to offer? And you know what, guys? The answer is there isn't a one script fits all. And here's why. If I was to speak to my dad about an opportunity, that would be very different as if I was to speak to the bus driver who was taking me from Cologne to, the airport. Very, very different. I wouldn't say to my dad, "Hi Dad, I just got involved in a very exciting opportunity that I think you would have massive benefit with. Would it be okay if I sent you the information?" He'd go, "Frazer, what's happened to you? Who's possessed you, mate?" I'd go, "Hey Dad," and I'm going to go through that in a little minute, but one script does not fit all. It depends. My dad is different to the bus driver. The bus driver is different to a complete stranger. A homeless person is different to an astronaut. All right, maybe you know them, maybe you don't. It all depends on the type of connections you have with that person. Okay, so I really want you to understand this. And your goal, okay, when you're inviting people, your goal is to improve your chances of getting the company information in front of your contacts. That's what your goal is. The better you get at that, the more people will see the presentation. The more people who see the presentation, eventually the more people will buy your products and join your opportunity. So your goal is to improve your chances of getting the company information in front of your contacts. You need to become the messenger and not the message. If you try and become the world's greatest presenter, you'll end up probably becoming the world's worst presenter. Okay? Because you try and force it on people. You don't want to do that. The company that you're with, chances are they've got a great 10, 15, 20 minute, 25 minute overview video that you need to use. If they don't, then speak to your upline, get with your upline and make your own. Now, when I was building my business, I made my own 7-minute call, like a 7-minute audio, and then I had a pre-recorded 15-minute presentation. 5 minutes going over the company and like the timing, 5 minutes going over the product and the comp plan, and 5 minutes about getting started fast. That was it. Built my entire business basically built in 90 days from that. Crazy. But the invite is how you get people on that. That's what we're going to talk about today. So we have to use the right language and the right script to reflect the relationship that we have, okay? And the same method of contact. If I speak to my dad by SMS, what the heck's an SMS these days? If I speak to my dad by a text message and all of a sudden I send him a Skype or I send him a Viber message, if Viber's even still around, he's going to be like, what the heck is this all about? So if I text him, I send him a text. If I call him, I send him, I call him up. Gone are the days, right? In fact, drop a wow emoji. Go crazy on the wow emoji if your upline or anyone has told you that the only way of inviting someone is by ringing them on the phone. Drop a wow emoji and let me see if I'm talking to the right people here, because that's what I was told by my father. And you know what? In 2010, 11, 12, 13, I would say the first 4 years that I got involved, he was completely right. Absolutely spot on. But you know what, guys? Times have changed now. Times have changed. More and more people are communicating by SMS, in fact, or by Messenger, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp Messenger, Viber, Skype, Voxer, all these apps. And in fact, I want you to do this. Have you ever had this, right? Where, and you might want to ask your kids this or whatever, depends on the generation you're in. But you're typing away, you're texting your upline, you're texting your friends, you're texting your kids, right? Text. And all of a sudden, the phone rings and you go, oh no, it's rang. What do I do now? You might be listening to this and think, no, that's not me. Ask your children, right? Or next time you start, text, ring them. Guarantee they don't answer the phone. The world we live in is completely different, right? And for the person who's throwing angry faces, that happens. There's haters are going to hate. That's just the way it is, right? The more haters I collect, the better I'm doing, in my opinion. And I'm sure there's more for every angry face that's getting put out there. I'm sure there's 100 love hearts. So guys, thank you all. I really appreciate it. So that's what happens, guys. When people phone now, it's so unusual. It's like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh. And there's so many PPI claims and all this, like, oh, I heard you were in a crash. Yeah, 15 years ago, naff off, you know. That's why, that's one of the reasons why I don't answer the phone so much. And I had a phobia of picking up the phone. Anyway, I'm going off on one. So there's three levels of connections that I want to talk to you about. And I'm going to be challenging you tonight. There's three levels of connections that I'm going to be talking about. And if you're getting value, if you feel like you're going to get value from this, if you already had some value from what I've been talking about so far, feel free to invite people onto this, tag a friend in, or share this into your group, into your team, onto your profile, so other people can get a benefit from this. And please, if you do that, let me know that you've shared it, so I can shout out and I can come back to you and reply to your message to say thanks so much. I was always taught in life by my mum and dad. They give me a very good upbringing that if anyone does something for you, you should always thank them. If you get a birthday gift, thank them. If they send you flowers, thank them. If they invite you out to dinner, thank them. If whatever, you've always got to be thankful for anyone else's help and support, and I will always give you that back. Okay, and I really, really appreciate it. I've just seen my messages go crazy then with all the people saying shared, so I'm not going to read them out tonight because I've got a lot to cover tonight. So I'm going to kind of get into it. Right, level one. Level one are your inner circle, right? And your inner circle, the people that you speak to every single day, whether it's blood, whether it's just people you hang around with, whatever it might be. So let's list them. So your parents, brothers, sisters, super close friends that you speak to every day, aunts, uncles, close cousins, I think I might have said that. Your next door neighbour, if you're friendly with them, some people aren't. You know, one of my next door neighbours at one time was Stephen Gerrard. Wasn't that friendly with him. Your best friends, your closest work colleagues. So I want you to start to write down, get a piece of paper. And whilst I'm talking about this tonight, I want you to write down a list. It'll probably be less than 20 people. Okay, the average person thinks about 15 to 20 people on this list. I want you to write down your parents. There's going to be one. There's going to be two of them, maybe one of them. There might not be any if you're not fortunate enough to have your parents still around. Brothers, sisters, close cousins, aunts, uncles, your next door neighbour if you get on with them, your best friends and your closest work colleagues. Write them down on a separate piece of paper. This is going to be a separate list because the way you speak to these people are different to the way you're going to be speaking to other people, right? And this is how you communicate with them. Whether you message them on Facebook, message them on WhatsApp, send them a text, call them, whatever you might do, these are the words that I want you to say, okay? No matter how you text. If you do Facebook, use Facebook. Bob, are you at home? Are you at home? Yes. Great. Get the coffee on. I'm on my way round. I've got something to show you. That's it. Not, hey Bob, how's it going? Been a while, mate. Because it hasn't been a while. It's been like 5 minutes since you spoke to them. Mate, just checking. Bob, I've just got started with this exciting business, and I think you'd be really good at it. Would you mind jumping on a Skype call and let me show you what it's all about? He's gonna go, huh? What? Now, chances are, if your best friend or people you speak to all the time, whether they're blood, best mates, whatever it might be, then I want you to understand that if you say like, I've put the coffee on, I'm on my way round, I've got something to show you, they're gonna go, all right, yeah, cool. How long are you going to be? I'll be 5 minutes. Great. Right? Now, this works very well with the people who obviously live nearby you. But what happens if they don't live by you? And they live in a different city, they live in a different country, whatever, but you speak to them every single day. You just go, Bob, are you about now? Can I give you a call? Yeah, sure. Put the kettle on and I'll call you in 5 minutes. I've got something to show you. Now, what happens if they say, what is it? Depends what it is. Well, just tell me now. This is what you need to say. I'm giving you gold here, guys. This is what you need to say. So what happens? Oh, it depends what it is or what is it, right? And you very rarely get this if you do this properly. But all you're gonna say is, it's a visual thing. I need to show you. That's it. Whenever anyone ever says, what is it? You go, it's a visual thing. I need to show you. When you mention those words, I need to show you, people get excited. Some people have dirty minds and they think a little bit different when someone says, I need to show you something. But I'm not going to go there on this video, on this live. So it's a visual thing. I need to show you. So my task for you, my goal for you is to get those lists, whether it's 5 people, 20 people, 30 people. Very surprised if it's over 30 people, if you've got that many contacts that you're level 1 with. I want you to write down and I want you to try that, what I've just said there. So, Bob, are you at home? Yes. Great. Get the coffee on. I'm on my way over. I've got something to show you. Or, Bob, are you about tonight? Yes, I am. Great. Put the coffee on. I'll call you in 5 minutes. What is it? It's a visual thing. I need to show you. Right? I want you to try that with as many people on the list. I want you to try that before next Tuesday. I want you to try that with 10 different people. Guys, it's great you listening to all this, but there's nothing better than implementation. And next Tuesday, I thought it was going to be this Tuesday, but next Tuesday I'm going to be releasing something the industry's never seen before in a generic stage that's going to literally force you to succeed. And if you're excited about that, feel free to give us a load of love hearts. I am so pumped. I've been working on it for such a long time now. I've got feedback from so many different people and everyone just can't wait. So I can't wait to share it with you. The guys in the Ninja Networker, they're going to be probably checking it out tomorrow evening. So if you're in the Ninja Networker and you're watching this tomorrow, look out for tomorrow evening for the messages in the group. Right. Level 2. And if you're liking this so far, let me know if you're enjoying it or not and I'll continue. But level 2, these are the types of people in level 2 connections. These are maybe extended family. So obviously they're family, but you don't maybe speak to them every day or every week. You maybe speak to them at events and stuff. Extended family, distant relatives, old friends, friends of friends, maybe mutual friends, business acquaintances, work colleagues, but mainly people you would ask a favour for. So if you were to, you need to be able to ask that favour. So if you were to ask a distant relative, hey, I need a favour, they're going to say yeah. Maybe a next door neighbour say, I need a favour, can you look after the cat? They're going to say yeah. Or a work colleague, listen, I need a favour. They're going to say, yeah, what's up? Right? That's a level 2. So you're not speaking to them every single day. You haven't got that real tight bond with them. But if you were to ask them a favour, chances are they'd say, yeah, sure, what's up? How can I help? Right? This is what you're going to say. You need to ensure that you compliment them. You have to get them into the frame of mind that they go, oh my God, Frazer really respects me and appreciates me. So this is what you would say. I'm using Bob again because praise the almighty Bob. He's an absolute ledge. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but he is. I think it's probably because I can say his name backwards. Bad joke. Okay. Oh, hey Bob, just a quick one. You always struck me as a switched on lad or a switched on guy or a switched on bloke. So I'm asking for a favour. I've started a new business and I'm really excited about it. But I would love some feedback from you. When would be the best time to jump on a Zoom call to run it past you? Does this morning or this evening work best? All right. That's basically what I would say. So I'm going to say that again, just so you can jot it down. And I know I move really, really fast, but that's what the replay is here for. So, hey Bob, just a quick one. You always struck me as a switched on lad, kind of guy, whatever. So I'm excited. I'm asking you for a favor. I've started a new business and I'm really excited about it, but I would love some feedback from you. When would be the best time to jump on a Zoom call, Skype call, whatever, to run it past you? Does this morning or this evening work best for you? That's it. Okay? If they say, right, this is what I want you to understand. If they go, well, what is it? What do you have to say? All right? What is it? It's a visual thing. I need to show you. Okay? That's it. So they might then go, nah, it's all right. I'm okay. I can't help you. I'm not going to give you a favor. Of course they are. They literally the only thing they'll say to object will be, well, what is it? Depends what it is, right? But if you get your list correctly, then on this level 2, then it will work. So get another piece of paper and write level 2. Okay, and then write down all the people, your extended family, distant relatives, old friends, friends of friends, mutual friends, business acquaintances, work colleagues. But the essence of it is you can even write level 2, people I would ask a favour of or from that aren't on your level 1 list. All right, and remember, it's a visual thing. I need to show you, right? Okay, so if they say like, no, then you just say, hey, no worries, but would it be okay if I call you in a few months' time? Or 3 months' time. This is if they say, no, I can't give you a favour right now, I'm too busy. They won't, but that's just for you to cover it up, right? Okay, So the task for level 2 is to write down the list of all those people and contact 10 people by next Tuesday, so a week, and try what I've just told you. Hey, one more time. Hey, Bob, just a quick one. You always struck me as a switched on lad, so I'm asking you for a favour. I've started a new business and I'm really excited about it, but I would love some feedback from you. When would be the best time for you and I to jump on a Zoom call, a Skype call, to run it past you? Would this evening or would this morning work best? All right, that's what you want to say and use. Now you're going to be doing 10 level 1s and you're going to be doing 10 level 2s. That's 20 people in the next 7 days. If you don't do it, guess what? You won't get the results. If you don't do it, you won't know what works and what does work for you. Okay? Very important. So level 3 is actually my favourite one. And the reason why it's my favourite one is because I didn't like approaching friends and family when I started. And what I want you to do is I want you to let me know by typing in me too, right? Me too if, in fact, no. I want you to write down a name, and I don't want you to write the full name. I want you to type in the first name of someone, and don't be saying Bob, the first name of someone on your chicken list. Now, a chicken list is, okay, I can't believe I just did that. Your chicken list is someone you're scared to speak to. Now, all my chicken list is made up of family and close friends, right? That's me. So I want you to just write down the first name of someone who you're scared to talk to. Maybe because they're family and friends, because you're thinking, oh no, what happens if they say no and I'm super, super embarrassed? It might be family and friends. It could be a relative. It could be a work colleague. It could be someone you regard. Just the first name. You don't tag them. Just write down their first name. Now, my favorite type of people are people on level 3, and these are people I've literally just connected with. And the reason is because if they say no to me, then I don't really care. It doesn't matter if they say no to me. It doesn't matter if I get rejected. Okay? I can see all these names. Bob, Craig. Bob's there. Mary's there. So, people who I've just connected with, online or offline. Now, here is the script. There is none. To start with, there is no script. The most important thing to do with the people you just connected with is focus completely on the relationship. This is a relationship game. Why does everyone in network marketing, when someone joins, say write down the names and numbers of everyone that you know and you're connected with? Why do they do that? The reason why they do that is because those are the people you've got the biggest relationships with. They know you, you know them. You know their family, they know your family. You know what they do for a living, they know what you do for a living, so on and so forth. That is why people get you to write down those names and numbers. So, level 3, you've got to create the relationships with these new people. Now, I spoke last week about the Ford principle. Okay? And the reason why most people fail is because they go in straight for the kill. And guys, drop us a load of hearts. Drop us a shed load of hearts if you've ever had any of those messages from anyone, whether it's in network marketing or from certain parts of the world trying to ask you for marriages and visas and all this sort of stuff. And will you be my girlfriend? Will you be my boyfriend? Blah, 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 blah. They just literally add you, or they don't even add you. They send you a message saying, hey, you'd be really good at hey, Frazer, I've heard you're really busy, so I'm going to cut straight to the point. You would be fantastic at my opportunity. Here's the link to join, and here's a shiny YouTube link, right? Okay, the hearts are going crazy, okay? Because that does not work. Too many people now are going straight in for the kill without getting to know someone. I wouldn't go for a beer with someone on the street. If someone came up to me on the street and basically just start, hey, I'd love to go for a pint with you tonight, let's go, I'd go, no thanks, mate. But if you just stopped me into the street and all of a sudden started talking to me about, like, got to know me, what I liked, what my interests are, and said, hey, by the way, mate, would you be interested in going for a beer tonight? I'd be like, yeah, go on then. This guy seems pretty cool. This girl seems pretty cool. I'll go do that. Okay, so you have to get to know people, and here is why, right? When you've got to know someone, they open up. When you've got to know about someone's family, occupation, recreation, dreams, those 4 things, you can tick the box, because that means you are no longer a stranger, and that means you can say the following words to these people. So if you've got 500 friends, 200 friends, 50 friends, 1,000 friends on your Facebook, chances are they're going to make up the majority of the people on your level 3. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you to make a list of the level 3 contacts. I'm going to get you to go through your friends from A to Z. It might take you a month, it might take you a year, it might take you 3 years, right? But you're going to be going from A to Z, and you're going to start to get to know these people, building relationships, building friendships with these people. And when you feel like you know a little bit about each of those FORD, family, occupation, recreation, dreams, you're then going to send them this message. Hey Bob, and by the way, before I go into the script, the reason why you mention FORD, the family, occupation, recreation, dreams, is for you to find pain in someone's life. And it sounds a little bit weird, a little bit dark, a little bit morbid, but but it's very important because you're going to leverage the pain. If I said to someone, if I'd have said to my dad, I'm going crazy. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my life because I really don't want to work on a construction yard. I don't suit the hard hat and the high vis. What am I going to do? And he goes, don't worry, son, it'll be all right. And then a few weeks later, he said, Frazer, would you be open to checking out some information about an exciting opportunity? I'd be like, yeah, straight into it. Or he leverages it. Frazer, would you be interested in looking at an opportunity where you potentially wouldn't have to go work on that construction yard and this construction site? I'd be like, yeah. So the script is, once you've got someone's pain, and there's pain in everyone's life, you will find it, I promise you, okay, is, hey Bob, I use Bob all the time, hey Bob, just curious, would you be open at looking at a way how you can, then you enter their pain. So, hey Bob, just curious, would you be open at looking at a way how you can spend more time with your family? How you can get better sleep at night if it's a product. How you can shed the fat around your stomach. How you can be able to travel the world for more for less. How you can work from home so you can play more golf if and when you want, right? That is the script. Hey Bob, just curious, would you be open at looking at a way how you can enter their pain, right? They've told you what the pain is. Consultancy is one of the most highest paying jobs and careers you can have these days. And what do consultants do? They find your problem and they give you the solution. It's technically the easiest thing to do. So a consultant, let's say it's a health and wellness consultant. So you've come to me for consulting. Why? Because I want to lose weight. I'm really, really upset. I've got about 5 kilograms around my stomach. I reckon if I lose that, I'll have my 6-pack. Okay, so if I could show you a way how I could help you lose those 5 kilos around your stomach and get a 6-pack, would you be willing to pay me £1,000 a week for my guidance? And they go, yeah. People don't care how much it costs if they can get the solution to their problem. All right? Super, super important. Okay, so again, I want you to start to go through your list. I want you to start forwarding people. Start growing those relationships. And when you have, start then saying, hey Bob, hey Mary, hey Jane, hey Sarah, just curious, would you be open to looking at a way how you can, boom, 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 boom. Now, I said at the beginning of this Facebook Live that I was going to share with you the most powerful list there is. And if you get what I'm about to share with you, you will make millions in network marketing. I promise you. So before I go into it, I would love one last time, if anyone who's got value so far, who feels like you're going to get value from what I'm about to share, to go crazy on the hearts and drop and share this with anyone they feel will get benefit. Because this is what I'm about to share with you right now. Minute 28 is the most important part of this entire thing. And it's the mindset that you're going to be getting in, right? Because if you get this mindset, you will completely dominate. And sorry, I don't want to build this up anymore. I'm not going to X factor it. Okay. So you've got your lists. You've got your who do you know list that you started with, and you've gone through it and you're going, oh, it didn't really work. You've got your level 1 list, the people you're closest to, your inner circle. You've got your level 2 list, the people who you can ask a favor from. And you've got your level 3 list, the people you've just connected with, or you haven't really got to know them yet. You couldn't ask them a favor, right? And they're not in your inner circle. But there's another list. And this is the holy grail. This list is magical list. And what I want you to do is I want you to get a piece of paper. That's a piece of cardboard. A piece of paper. And I want you to write down these 3 words on the top, middle. The first word is not. All right? Write that down. Not. The second word is right. So not right. Don't write left. So not right. The third word is now. Not right. Not right now. Not right now. This list is where eventually you'll make a shed load of money. And I want to tell you why. So everyone who has said no, or everyone who said maybe, after watching the presentation, after watching the video that you've showed them, right? After they have to have done that, okay? After they've seen this, they go on that list. So if they say no, or I'll think about it, I'm not too sure, bam, not right now. Because in network marketing, guys, it's not a no, it's a not yet. Or it's not a no, it's not right now, or the timing's wrong, okay? Now, these people are the easiest people to follow up with because they've already seen it. And you know when this comes in really, really handy, this list comes in really, really handy, is when your company has, I'm going to put that down, when your company has a promo, whether it's got a 2-for-1, okay? Whether it's got a 2-for-1 deal, whether it's got 10% off, maybe they've got rid of the sign-up bonus, you can go to all these people and say, hey, I know we spoke a few months ago. I know I shared with you an opportunity that I'm involved with a few months ago, but the company have just announced this really crazy promo, and I just thought I'd run it past you to see if the timing's different in your life. Is it? Is anything changed? And they go, yes. They go, no. All right, cool. Never cross anyone off. You only cross someone off the not for now list when they join, when they become a customer, when they become a distributor. All right. Now, the mindset that you need to get into with this list is you want to build this list as big as possible. If this list gets to 1,000 names, 10,000 names, 20,000 names, 100,000 names, trust me, you've made a lot of money. And here's why. The bigger that list gets, the more money you'll make because they've all said no to you, right? They've all said no to you. But the bigger this is, the more people you can follow up with in time, and the more people eventually will join your business because it's not for now. It doesn't mean they're never going to join. So I really, really want you to understand, really, really important that you understand this. Go and create so many relationships that you can build this in. If you go, hey, it's not for me right now, I'm like, great! You're not for now. Not for now list. Happy days. Instead of, oh no, what am I going to do? That person said no. I spoke to 5 people. They've all said no. I've got no one else to talk to. Oh, life's over. Network marketing career's over. I knew it was a pyramid scheme. Yeah, I knew it. I should have listened. I should have listened to Bob. I should have listened to my homeless Uncle Bob. Yeah, he knew best for me. No. You've got to go hammer that not for now list. If it goes in, happy days. One in the not for now list. Okay. So this is what I want you to visualize. I want you to start thinking this. And I shared this on Sunday's like question and answers when I was in Paris. But imagine if by law, everyone had to wear those massive birthday badges, right? But instead of it saying happy 30th, happy 21st, happy 18th, happy 60th, there was just either bright green or bright red. Now, everyone by law has to wear one. They only choose, they walk out the door, right? They walk out the door, and before they walk out the door, there's the red one and there's the green one. And the red badge means I'm not open to a business opportunity. And the green badge means I'm open to a business opportunity. And you could walk down the streets in Liverpool, in Sydney, in Italy, anywhere, right? And you could go, oh, red, stay away from that person. Oh, green, I'm going to go speak to that person about the business opportunity. Imagine if that was the case. Guys, that is your goal, right, in network marketing. Your goal is to find the people who are wearing the green badge. If someone goes, nah, it's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme, it's one of those things, then go, hey, no worries. That's everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I won't bother you with it. Don't worry. Bam, not for now. 3 months later, happy days. Go speak to them in 3 months. Hey, I'm still involved in that thing. I know you mentioned you had your own kind of opinions about it. Has anything changed? No, I think it's rubbish. Okay, 3 months later, 3 months later, 3 months later. And in this time, guys, you are posting and posting and posting and posting. And they're watching. The more you do, the more impressive your post gets because the more likability you'll have. The power of likability is something huge. All right. So you've got to find those people with the green badges. All right. Now, this is what I've said this is what I want you to understand a lot of times, but think about this, right? So when you're talking about your opportunity, I'm literally got 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to mention something real big. So let's say you're talking about the opportunity, and someone says, okay, let's look at it this way. So you're talking to a friend of yours, and you're going to recommend a restaurant, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm really looking at taking my wife out to dinner tonight. Do you know anywhere? And I go, yeah, you've got to check out Sorrento's. It is a fantastic Italian restaurant. And they go, I don't like Italian. My wife doesn't like Italian. Are you going to say, yeah, but you've got to try it. It's the best Italian restaurant there is? Or are you going to go, all right, no worries. Well, do you like Indian? Yeah, love Indian. Well, you should go check out this Indian restaurant. The point I'm trying to tell you is you cannot convince someone to do what they don't want to do, right? If they don't want to eat Italian food, you don't convince them to buy an Italian food. You say, hey, well, what else? What is it that you're looking for? Oh, I'm just looking to live my life. Leave me alone. All right, see ya. Or I'm just looking to make an extra £300 a month. Okay, well, have you looked into just basically referring other customers instead? Right? Okay, I hope that makes sense. So with that being said, guys, next week, I'm going to talk to you about how to create momentum. All right. There's a secret strategy to it. So how to create personal momentum and group momentum so you can really get freedom, because there's something building outside of momentum is tough. And you might be watching this thinking, yeah, it's hard, this business. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm putting in all the effort in the world. Oh God, what am I going to do? And then next week I will be announcing this absolutely game-changing platform, system, whatever you want to call it. And I'm so looking forward to it and exciting. So you might start seeing the anticipation and excitement building. Again, for those of you who are in the Ninja Networker, you're going to get access to it probably tomorrow night. Super pumped about it. But with that, guys, thank you ever so much for those who've shared, those of you who have participated, those of you watching the replay. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the last 3 weeks where I've talked to you about building an effective friends list. Obviously building a trust and rapport, and then how to invite them to a presentation. That is the very basic overview of how you can turn someone who likes a post into an actual lead. And I'm going to go over it again, at another time as well. I'm actually going to write a book about it. So for all of you, I've just announced it. So with that being said, guys, thanks ever so much for listening. These lives are getting longer and longer. From this point onwards, I'm going to try and condense them down so they're no more than 20 minutes, because I know it's your own precious time. Be sure, go and complete those tasks. Go speak to 10 people on level 1, 10 people on level 2, and go and forward 10 people. All right? And I'll see you soon. See you guys. Bye-bye.